Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Ready? Set up 60 Eagles. 60.
They'll look to throw here. Finding space at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Ready?
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 1-yard gain. Brings up just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Panthers 60, Cowboy 80.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Kalijah Kancey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get it.
Back to throw here.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing Nix. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Okay,
So from
break.
Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
70 Lions. Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Okay,
They missed
ready.
a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Back to throw again. And once again, this is Sanders. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. To throw from his end zone, Nix. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 4. To throw is Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Come on, come on.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
6-yard line.
On the jump.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Back to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 3-11 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club. It's more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Captain. Oh, my set.
To throw, here's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Egbuka from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 6. They'll find McMillan here. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jatavion Sanders, 33 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yes, the game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that will.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Start. Let go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final down.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Captain.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Nix to the air. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a first down. First and goal.
Back to the air with Nix.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now it's Nix.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it worked for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Oh, my son.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing Nix. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man is Ibuka. And shutting him off now open field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 50 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing...
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Nifty move. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Godwin, the motion man. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Going right side is White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rashad White with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Back to throw now on first down. And now here's another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover. Is a turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open. Now second down. Here's second and 10.
65. Come on. Set. Cowboys.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run out of the gun with Irving. There he goes again. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with a mile milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Buccaneers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Irvin. Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get